Greetings, I'm Byron Garrett, CEO of Genesys Works, and today I get to have a great conversation. It is multi-generational. You're not going to believe this particular story, but I'm excited to talk with our great friend and colleague from the city of Minneapolis, also known as the Twin Cities, Sharif. Welcome to the conversation.
Hey, thank you, Byron. Appreciate it.
No, I'm glad you're here. So you got to tell the story, right? They were giving me a little bit of the information, but tell me how and why Genesis works for your entire family.
Yeah, honestly, the way I overly view Genesis Works was just a way for me to be able to one support my family. I think that being a first generation college person and also a first generation person that you know gets to experience all this stuff, it was very important for me to set the standards high for my siblings as well. The oldest of 8 kids, and so it
Oh,
was
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm the
And you're the
oldest.
oldest.
I'm the
I
oldest.
won't
Yes.
hold that against you.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
baby in my family, but
Oh
we're the
man.
we're the special favorite, but
I feel like the oldest is always the favorite, but
that's what they say.
yeah, but I think this program really opened the doors for me a lot to be able to even see what is out there other than what my parents have done, which isn't really like it's just more of like small um jobs and stuff like that.
So your siblings in the program been through the program as well?
Yeah, so I have a sister that is a freshman year in college that did the program last year, and then I have a sister right now that's a senior in high school working at Thriving. So, and she's thriving in it too.
Oh, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell me about your internship
Yeah,
experience.
so my first year I worked at Capella University, so I was a lot of like help desk. I was setting up computers, I was putting in softwares for new
Mhm.
employees that came in, and I was just building a lot of my network so that I could, that could help me out in college and build my resume.
Is that something you wanted to do, or you thought like in middle school, oh my God, I want to work in technology? Or
So
was it because of the internship that really led you in that direction?
that's a really good question, Byron, because I really wanted to be a pharmacist.
Oh, really?
I was
Okay.
really interested in becoming going to pharmacy, and I was interested in chemistry and stuff like that. And then I had a great manager, Matt Plowski. He passed away recently, but like he really like showed me that there's other paths that I can take, and I was really just excited to dive in and learn from that.
And how did you come across Genesis in the first place? Like, I mean, we
Uh,
think about the program and you hear Genesis Works. Had you heard of it before? Did you even know
No.
what it was?
So back when I was in high school, I never really heard about the program, but I needed something to do outside of just sports and stuff like that. And I thought this was a really great gateway to open the doors for me to be able to kind of realize that there's a lot more to it than just going to school and stuff like that.
Really? So, if you were to fast forward and you think about, you said you're the oldest of eight, so you
Yeah,
got two
yeah,
other siblings that have
yeah,
been through the program. Is this
yeah.
going to be a family tradition for everybody?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the best thing about Genesis Works is that like they're not gonna put you in one area, Like if you're interested in medical field, if you're interested in like finance and stuff like that, they will help you find something that kind of interests you,
Hmm.
gets you kind of through the door, and kind of makes you realize like there's other things that you can focus on as well.
And I thought you were going to say the best part was being in high school and getting paid. I'm just
Oh
saying. I mean,
man.
that's not,
Honestly,
that's part of the story.
getting paid really helped me out. It kind of paid for a lot of my college stuff. It
Hmm.
paid my first year of college, my books and stuff like that. But also it really helped me support my family because my dad was the only one that was working at the time. And so kind of like giving him some of my money as well kind of made me feel
Yeah.
like I was, being part of the family and just kind of growing with him as well.
And then tell me about the ambassador program and all the summer training and those types of things, because it
Yeah.
sounds like you figured out a multitude of ways to still support and be connected to the program.
Yeah, honestly, I think coming back to the program was the best part of my last 2 years of my life. Honestly, I was working. Well, Accenture really, Genesis Works opened the door for me to become a consultant for about 5 years at Accenture, and kind of working in that path. I kind of realized I really want to.
That's a big deal. You know that,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah.
mean, there are a whole lot of people that want to be consultants, but they don't necessarily get that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for Genesis Works, I wouldn't even realize that there was something called consulting. And so, like, honestly, that opened the door for me a lot. And then, kind of coming back to the program, I realized I can give back to a lot of the youth that we have in our community, and also seeing my siblings and growing as well too. Kind of made me realize I want to be part of that.
So I always ask people this question, why Genesis works. So I'm going to get you to look at your camera right
Yeah,
here. And if you were talking to a corporate partner, because I know you already convinced your siblings to
yeah,
join, but if you were telling a corporation that they should make an internship or program available and it
yeah.
be with Genesis Works, what would you tell them?
I would tell them you're not really just making a difference in one intern. You're making a difference in a whole family, in a community. It really helps the intern realize that they have opportunities available for them that they wouldn't probably get. And it kind of opens the door for a lot of other people in the community as well. Seeing one person succeed always, gets the whole community to be like, I can do that as well.
Well, you heard it right here. We're going to leave it there with Sharif. Why Genesis Works. Thanks for tuning in.